Y'all, this story is wild, and this woman is evidently nuts. So, a 33-year-old woman allegedly strangled a 12-year-old girl during an argument that started over somebody cutting in line for an amusement park ride. It was at a festival or some type of fair event. Can't make this up. The incident happened Friday night just before 8 p.m. during the Westside Nut Club Fall Festival, and this was in Evansville, Indiana. Police were working security for the event when they saw a woman who was eventually identified as Kristen Burnett, who is pictured here, and another woman. Kristen was apparently pissed off because somebody had cut in front of her in line for that amusement park ride. During that argument, it was said a 12-year-old female who was in front of the women decided to play peacemaker, and she even offered up her spot in line. She thought that Kristen didn't hear her when she offered her spot in line, so she went over there to approach Kristen in a very non-threatening manner, kindly. When the child does that, Kristen then grabs the girl by the throat, the child, and then forcibly pushes her against the gate to the amusement park ride. No joke. Say you need anger management without saying you need anger management. 3 cops then ran over to Kristen to get her off the child. Then a man who is pictured here, named Michael Fleming Jr., tried to hold Kristen away from the cops who were trying to detain her, so he too got in trouble. The detective eventually had to flash his badge to Kristen and Michael to let him know he was a cop, or to let them know that. After police took both Kristen and Michael into custody, they then interviewed the 12-year-old girl. She told cops that when Kristen grabbed her throat, her breathing was restricted, and she also could not feel her nose. 4 other witnesses confirmed the girl's story, and they confirmed what detectives had witnessed as well. Cops ended up taking Kristen to the Vanderburgh County Jail on charges of battery on a person under the age of 14 and disorderly conduct. She has since bonded out, and her next court hearing is tomorrow on Wednesday, October 16th. Now, as for Michael, when cops tried to detain him, he allegedly mule kicked them and caused one of the officers' knees to bleed. He was charged with battery against a public safety official, resisting law enforcement, causing bodily injury, and obstruction of justice. This is just sad, and it is nuts. A grown-ass adults would do this to a child, especially a child who's being kind and offering her place in line. Their roles were definitely reversed, as the adults in this case were acting like spoiled brat children. For more true crime, don't forget to hit the follow button and to check out my website at www.truecrimewithmegan.com.